is Monday, August 26th, 2024, about 11:15 a.m. in the morning. I was reading a little bit of spiritual books, and then actually a friend spoke for a while after, it was after probably a month or so. That was good. And I was having a lot of contemplating thought and stuff like that. About life, about things. I don't know, not necessarily contemplating, it's more, I don't know, maybe about the future. We all worry about future, and it's more probably related to future, how things unfold, especially when there are unknowns, and we think about things. Spirituality is one thing that definitely, especially in my case, is helping. I think it goes with the fact that we as human beings, we like to hold on to things, and I think if spirituality, God, if this resonates with you, you feel that you can hold on to that. So I'm trying a new technique with my gratitude. As you can see, lots of my gratitude cards are here. That while this idea, excuse me, was almost full, I was thinking to start writing them and put it in a bottle, but then I also tried speaking as a trick that Wayne Dyer says, and Joe Dispenza and others, that as soon as you get up from bed, you try to do gratitude, and also you can do again before going to bed. But when I did that, I figured that was not, I was not retaining in my mind. It's like, when you feel grateful about something, it's not about just speaking those words, but really feeling it. So last couple of days I tried this, that I am in the bathroom mirror in the morning. I started speaking it. I look at my own eyes, and then I speak about it, and I saw that the impact is more. You really kind of feel it more. And that's something, actually, the idea came from Michelle Obama's second book, not the one that's becoming, the other one, I can't remember the name, but in that she gives an example of one of her friend's husband. How he talks to himself in the morning, and he says, hey buddy, in a very friendly way, and he talks about the good stuff to himself and how that sets his day in a good way. So that's kind of the idea I used to do some gratitude, do some affirmation. This morning I did a little more than I did yesterday, and I think it is resonating with me, so I might continue doing that, because I think it's all about how different things work for all of us. For me, what I figured is, after some time, I don't know, it's the newness in my mind. My brain craves for something new, and the same learning and the same teaching sometimes doesn't work as strongly the way it did in the beginning. So I try to switch up and try to learn something new, and um, that tends to work. Could be something to do with my personality or something. I don't know why it is, but anyway, so when it comes to progress, yesterday to today, I think I did. The last couple of days, I made good progress in challenging emotions. I dealt with it. If you have seen my videos in the last couple of days, I went to the gym 3 days in a row. It was after a long time where I went to the gym 3 days in a row. And it works out pretty good because, I'm getting my physical exercise because I do need to lose a lot of weight. And also the emotional part because I listen to audiobooks when I exercise or spiritual books. And recently also listening to this book, Raising an Emotionally Intelligent Child, for my daughter Alice. I want to learn things, and we'll never be perfect, but more we can learn, we can help, we can be there as emotional support for our kids, and what they learn as a kid is what they can use the tools when they grow up, because in life there will be many times different kind of challenges that and some of the things that she is going to learn at this age, which is 8, some of those she probably will use in her whole life. So I try to learn and teach her what I can. So the interview I had last week or the week before, it's not gonna work out because in general it was good. However, they need a specific client experience, which I didn't have, which is okay. I believe that the right harmonious job is gonna work out in time. I'll keep applying and then things will work out. I trust in God. I've had many different jobs in my last 20 years, so it'll work out. It's just a matter of time. And so I made progress on how to handle challenging emotions, because the way I believe is every single time when a same emotional trigger happens, if we handled it better than the last time, is a progress, right? We won't be a monk, right? Because then we'll belong to a monastery. In day-to-day life there will be challenges. Sometimes we will deal with it very graciously and sometimes we won't. And in every situation we would learn something. And if we keep the focus on learning and be better the next time, I think we are making progress. So that's what I can do. I've been listening to some meditation, spiritual talks from Inside Timer app. Also, here and there watching some YouTube videos about letting go of challenging emotions and how different techniques and a lot of time the letting go is attached with people and places and things. And I was listening to one just right before this video where the person was referring something from Deepak Chopra that when you try to let go of something, you also may lose other things, but you don't have to be afraid, because in the process you are going to find yourself And not only that, it's also something that I heard in a different talk, where you are making space for the new. And that is important, right? But our mind, one of the way I think we hold on to stuff is in our mind. So one is, and when we speak about it, which is more active action, it holds on even more. So, which is why you'd notice that I'll talk less and less about the past, because that's the thing I've been trying the last few days, and seem like it is working, because my mind is there less, because I'm not talking about those. And it's also almost what happens is, even if it comes in your mind, it's almost like the cloud passing by in our minds, like how they would say in Buddhism, if the thought is there as a cloud, you are not adding anything to it. If you're not speaking about it, it's just going away, right? Like the thought comes from the front door and it's going out the back door, which I read in a different book. So whichever idea works for you, use that. But the concept is, don't dwell upon the thought, don't talk about it, don't give it more attention, because our energy, and everything is energy, and our energy goes where our attention goes, they say. Our energy flows where our attention goes. So if we are not giving the attention, it's going away, and we are giving the attention to the things that we want, the things that we want to manifest. And it's not easy, but through practice and meditation, and it will attract. So anyway, I have been trying to do that. And today, another thing I did, something new, like when I go out in the deck in the morning for a little bit, for to be really mindful and be present. I walk around barefoot on the deck, the wood, I feel it on my feet. I was also doing a little prayer about manifestation, about the future, and I felt like it gave me some new ideas, and how to focus my mind really to the things that I want, instead of staying in the past. Similar to how I was doing it in the mirror. So I might start doing that more throughout the day. And again, it kind of goes back to, I know I'm talking about many different things that I'm trying. It is like trying new things. And for me, somehow I noticed that after some time, I don't know, after 3-4 months, every 3-4 months or so, I have to try something new which resonates better, and then kind of my focus stays better with the manifestation, versus the same trick. It kind of, maybe the way my brain is wired. So we just have to know for ourselves what works, right? So I'm trying to do that. I do some regular grounding technique that I do for mindfulness, for the present moment. So I'm going to use my senses. Breathing and calming down the body. That took a while, because since I started following Buddhism in last December, which is 9 months now, the breathing technique, it was not as easy in the beginning. I could not, even though breathing should be so easy, but breathing was one of the hardest for me, where I would take a deep breath, but I wouldn't really be able to focus on it as much as I wanted to, or calming my body. But over time, by doing it many times, it became a habit, and I can feel the shoulder relaxing and the body relaxing. So, if you are in a rush, you don't have the time to exercise, you don't have the time to sit down and meditate for even 10 minutes, it'll take only a minute. Just do a few deep breaths, and it makes a big difference. And it's just a habit. Just again, for you, something else might work better, but for me, I think that makes a big difference. As far as sound goes, it's very quiet. I can just hear myself talk, and I can see different things and different objects, different colors. And the taste this morning, I had coffee and Energy Square for breakfast. And I can remember what I ate last night. I made some nachos with beans in the microwave. I did that for Alice too. She really liked it. It's a little bit cold in the house. Not cold, but on the cooler side. And thinking I'm trying to be present in this moment, because this is the sixth sense, as I say, that our five senses are normal, but the sixth sense is the mind that we forget a lot of time. We can be focusing on our regular senses, but the mind is the most powerful one. So we gotta think about that too. So last night, you guys saw that I made the video about Alice going to the other room to sleep, but then she ended up coming back. She couldn't sleep. I think it's a bond that mother and child, it's a bond that whichever you believe in, the God, higher power, it's hard to, I also want her to get used to sleeping in the other room, but she feels that comfort. I do too. In time she'll get there. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of mantra. Some I'm gonna do as I speak, but others I'll do a little bit quietly as I do the intention setting and visualizing, because today when I did that in the mirror, I figured it was very, very powerful, which I actually am gonna do that more, I figured, because the mirror technique, I think I read it before or saw it in YouTube. I can't remember, other than the Michelle Obama book where she mentioned about doing affirmation, looking at the mirror or something. If you have never tried, try that. Look at yourself in the mirror and do some affirmation. Do the things that you want to manifest, and see the impact. I think it is very, very powerful. Okay, trust in God, accept the things that's happening. I speak positive, uplifting words, patience, love, harmony, patience. Stay in the present, be kind. Forgive. Fine, we're positive in every situation. Let go, let go. Be an empathetic and resilient being. As always, believe in the manifestation. And they say that when you're trying to manifest something, try to take action towards that, because if you're not taking action towards that, you're sending kind of mixed signal to the universe. So, so try taking action towards that, and the thinking is an action too. So it's not about forcing ourselves, but it's about getting into the habit, and then as you get into the habit, you'll be able to change it. And because it'll feel good to think good and looking forward to the good things instead of dwelling upon what's no longer serving you. So I've been trying to do that, and try your own way, and it'll help. Okay, have a great rest of the day. I may make 1 or 2 short videos later in the day, if not, definitely tomorrow morning.